Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day you may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Next to me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. Me just a do it like Nike. Me just a do it like Nike.
Talking Heads with Monty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Fine Threads, First Caribbean Bank, Foreign Currency, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Scotiabank, Sun Oil Limited, and Tropical Gyros.
Truck 20-inch rim just a spin up. The Pioneer just a kicks up. And a hip-hop or calypso. You can't see the star to the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold so the Cuban linked up. How much ice just a and me rings up. From what day you may find out, certain people don't like me. Everyone focus bag a thing now. Next to me I do it like Nike.
The Wednesday, January 24th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. on this Wednesday, Hump Day edition. And you know, you're going to get over the hump together, man. All right, that work run, that school run, we're going to make it nothing but fun. Lots to talk about this hour. Bring me up in this headphone just a little bit, please, Mr. Producer. And I want you to chime in because you know it's Wednesday, so we're going to open up the lines. All right? In New Providence, you know how to chime in. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free to anyone in the Family Islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96, that's 422-4796. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in, that's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day. Right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Now, like I said, it is Wednesday. Like to keep you in the know, get you where you want to go. And don't forget, Scotiabank invites you to help them bring the big energy for Junior Junkanoo. Follow their Instagram page, Scotiabank Bahamas, as they visit participating schools to get our youngsters hyped and ready for the big parade on Thursday, January 25th. That's tomorrow. Once you log on to the page, hit the follow button and like pics for the school tour. And then come on out on Thursday and watch the Junior Junkanoo parade from 6 p.m. this Thursday. And use the Scotiabank Bahamas IG page to vote for your favorite school as they show up and show out. Feel the energy of Junior Junkanoo. Scotiabank, the official sponsor and the official bank of Junior Junkanoo. All right. Get out there. One thing I like about Junior Junkanoo, it don't be none of the politics or the big Junkanoo. Them kids do a great job. Looking forward to that. All right, so you know how to chime in. On the flip side of the break, we're going to open up the lines. Check out the headlines, brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. Then get into the buzz by John Shoes. And like I said, I'm going to open up the lines, so chime in on whatever you buzzing on, whatever, you know, whatever's stuck in your craw. We're going to talk about it today, and there's a lot to talk about. So keep it right where you got it, all right? The Wednesday, January 24th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Just because they were cheap, Keisha bought things that she really didn't want. Hungry for deals? Let KFC satisfy your cravings before you do something crazy. Get the new Kentucky Crunch Sandwich with a juicy KFC chicken filet, fresh lettuce, and the perfect amount of mayo topped with a fluffy sesame seed bun for just $5.75. Order your new favorite sandwich online with Messenger or WhatsApp Hi to 557-3663 to start your KFC order today. KFC knows value. It's finger-licking good.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday, only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's, well worth the trip. The Wednesday, January 24th edition of Talking Heads continues right now. Time to get into headlines. Who are what's making headlines in the 242? All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. New arrivals in stock. Both locations of Fine Threads, the flagship store, top of the hill, Mackey Street, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. Be sure to check out both of those stores Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Open for you, ready to serve you, ready to get you all taken care of. And like I said, new arrivals in stock right now. As a matter of fact, you can do your shopping online. Check out all the new arrivals simply by logging on to FineThreads.com. FineThreads.com. Check out the new merchandise, do your shopping online, then arrange for pickup at any one of those convenient Fine Thread locations. All right. Here's what's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views in Madison since 1844. Manager testifies on water and sewage contract awards. Tells court she was terminated for refusing to pay contractors. A senior manager at the Water and Sewage Corporation testified that she was terminated from handling maintenance contracts issued by the corporation after she refused to pay contractors. Maynes Cargo Sherman made the disclosure when she took the witness stand in the corruption trial of Long Island Member of Parliament Adrian Gibson and 5 others. Prosecutors alleged that Gibson illegally benefited from contracts that were issued by the corporation during his tenure as its executive chairman. And that does continue before the courts. So we'll just touch on the headlines, but that still is sub judice. So we'll see where all of that goes. 2 shot in separate shootings. Police said last night that 2 men were shot in separate shootings. The first shooting happened sometime before 7 p.m. on Grand Bahama. Police said a man was shot on Oleander Street. It was unclear if the man survived the shooting. The second shooting happened at a gas station on East Street South and Bamboo Boulevard in New Providence shortly after 8 p.m. Police said the victim in the incident was taken to hospital and his condition was unknown up until press time. Video is circulating. I was just about to say, video circulating on social media of surveillance footage of the shooting showed a man walking over to a pump attendant who was pumping gas, shooting him in the head, and running off. These latest 2 shootings come as a wave of murders. So far, 17 people. They've come amid a wave of murders. So far, 17 people have been murdered in 2024 so far. Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis was moved to make a national address outlining steps his administration will take to curb violence. I saw a press release today that if from the Prime Minister, that if you are out on bail and you commit a serious offense, your bail will be revoked. Well, let's see. Now, it would stand to reason that a lot of persons on bail are being murdered. So I'm sure there are other people who are out on bail too, maybe committing some of these murders. So you have to look at that. That's one step in the right direction. But at the end of the day, how many other steps do we need to take? And it can't just be put on the government and the police and the defense force. All of us need to come together. This is a national issue now. Let's go to the phone line. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. Who's this?
We don't hate you. You're just naughty by nature.
What's going on, Ghetto News Network?
Man, I got to ask you first, how Dad doing? How Dad coming on?
Dad coming on, man. Dad just, little ornery these days, a little fired up, You know how they get. Yeah. You know how they get when they get,
Okay, that's good. Well, one thing with you staying on the post,
Yeah, I need some sleep, though. I can't get
Yeah, but unfortunately for us at the dialysis unit, we lost one of our...
man.
One of our greats. His name is Al Alfonso Stubbs, a.k.a. Bucket,
Yes.
Captain Bucket.
No, man.
Yeah, Bucket passed away this morning, so I would
Oh,
like
no.
to
My thoughts and prayers go out to his family,
sincerest,
man.
deepest sympathy to his son.
And I think, wasn't he one of the longer serving persons on the dialysis unit?
14 years.
Wow. So
Yeah,
sad to hear
so-
that, man. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family. But what's going on down there with that unit, GNN?
He was my partner in crime. Well, it didn't really, his situation really didn't have anything to do, particularly with the unit per se, you know. But we need to get into all of that now because, our bereavement.
Right.
His son just called me, and I'd like to extend my deepest, sincerest sympathy, when the passing of my boy, Captain Bucket.
I'm so sorry for your
Sure,
loss,
a lot
man.
of people out there know him,
I do, and that's why I was shocked when you said the name.
Yeah, but now back to business as usual, Naughty. The Prime Minister. I trying to figure out what them KC in the front of their name or after their name or QC. What that mean? Quite contrary.
Well, prior it would have been Queen's Counsel during her life, but since she passed, now her son is the king, so it's King's Counsel. But like lawyer of the Queen or the King, like you that good.
But Naughty, I got to question them kind of things because the things would have come out of their mouth. It can't be Queen or King's Counsel. They got to be sharper than that. It must be quite contrary or something.
Well, I wanted to say thank you, Captain Obvious, to the PM, and he said today, if you commit a serious offense on bail, your bail will be revoked. But shouldn't that be the norm?
Exactly. This is what I trying to say. You want to tighten up the bail act that if somebody violates
there are loopholes that need to be filled. You got the chief of police saying the bail act needs to be revisited. You got the attorney general saying the bail act doesn't need to be touched. It's fine. And for a minute, I've been saying the AG in this case must stand for assistant gangsters, eh? Because wow, nothing on the Friedman case, and now now this.
Yeah, but what they need to do, go in there, strengthen the laws, carry out the laws, fix the rules, fix the regulations. You understand me?
But I'm telling you, I've been saying this though, GNN, it's bad for business if you close the loopholes. If you know you have a win, that's bad for business when you go back into private life and you put on that defense attorney hat or that lawyer hat that you represent people. If you know there's a loophole that exists that you could win and make your money off of, why fix it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
See what they trying to do, blowing bubbles. Him and Pinta, them just blowing bubbles, running jokes on the Bahamian people. But Bahamian people smarter than that now, right? All they doing is blaming the mothers, the parents, the society.
I've been saying this is a community thing. It's a national issue now. It's all of us got to come together under one umbrella to deal with this.
Exactly. And like I told Purdy today, the criminals can do crime, right? The lawyers, they can get their lawyer. The lawyer can't give them bail. The lawyer only can suggest bail. Who's ultimately give them bail? The judges and the magistrate.
But how about this? Another aspect of it too. Why not recruit so many unsavory characters during election time to get your message out, and then owe them on the back end if your party happens to win, because then they feel like they have this air of untouchability.
Well, that's another thing, because I see.
And then you have chickens coming home to roost, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I see plenty of unsavory characters when their party get it. They roll in these big $70,000, $80,000 trucks and all kind of things and opening business and things. So you were quite correct. They just cater to these fellas. And then the fellas get out of control. And why would we expect Wayne Monroe, Philip Brave Davis, and all them lawyers and stuff like that to do anything that's going to hinder their business if they have to demit office? Well, why are we expecting something from them against their own calling?
It all goes back to what I say and connect the dots. Follow the money.
Yeah, they ain't do nothing.
If it's bad for business.
It's bad for business.
To heck with the nation, to heck with the country. It's bad for business.
What we need to do is what we used to do way back in the day. We need to put, instead of putting lawyers and doctors and other funny people, we need to put businessmen in the House of Assembly.
Everyday people who
Businessmen.
know how this thing go and got their finger on the pulse and know what's really going on. Not to saying
Exactly.
that lawyers or accountants are not qualified or should do it, but sometimes there has been this air of aloofness and we're in a tower. We're up here and you all are down here. And the media all realize we're on the same level playing field.
And my last contribution, I ain't know where the poet going, because obviously he could talk and good. You can't out-talk the poet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you listen to him when he was being interviewed today, the pertinent questions like campaign finance reform, what's your party's position on capital punishment and stuff, I don't know how many members in any party. He must get about 100 because he always say, well, me and my party ain't meet on it yet. What the hell he waiting on? It's only about 5 of them. And the Progressive Party didn't bid in for 2 years, going on 3.
Yeah,
so what are you waiting on?
now listen, I get you to that point. You need to be a little more urgent on some things. But one thing I've noticed about the poet, as you like to refer to him as, he will take his time, but when he does put out a contribution, it does make sense. And there are a lot of valid points there. However, I get your point in this regard. There needs to be a little more urgency. It's obvious what's going on. We need to address the issue of crime on multiple levels.
Yeah, don't criticize to just criticize. They do something, man. Anyway, don't let me let somebody else get it.
But hey, the criticism is real, though. 17 murders in 24 days? What the heck? That's like a football score.
He ain't 17, according to me and another talk show host. We up to roughly about 19.
Well, listen, until I see them on the board, I got to follow, what I getting. And there's a method to my madness. You keep your count and I can keep my count. And then we can see where we go wrong at the end of the day.
Yes.
All right, my brother, be safe, all right?
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry for your loss again, man. All right, let's get to the other calls. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey, good day. How you doing, Marty?
What's going on, bro?
Before we get to business, sorry, from last year, I didn't get my Joker's Wild tickets yet.
Well, from last year, you need to come get them. They're right there, and it's real simple. With Joker's Wild, you just need to tell the receptionist what day you want to go, give me your name, and you're good to go.
Okay, good. I travel in a lot.
You see how you ought to go? You like the quick round me not now as I travel in a lot. I do it. It ain't my fault you busy.
Yeah. But anyhow, let's get to business.
You good to go. Not a problem.
All right. So Marty, you know what the arc is? Like, how you get bail? Like, what conditions you have to,
Well, Cole, I can be honest with you. I've never been, locked up, incarcerated, that I've had to apply for bail. So I know that there is a bail act in place, and let me pull it up there. But what's your point? What you trying to get at?
No, because I know one time, like when I was in Atlanta, when I used to live in Atlanta, I used to this house party, and this boy, ankle bracelet started going off like beeping, and he breaks out crying. And I was like, well, why are you crying over there? Within 5 minutes, a sheriff deputy was at the door, knocking at the door, because he knew, that's why he was crying. He knew he got into jail. He wasn't supposed to be out of state in time. So that's one thing. I would know if you have an ankle bracelet.
Real quick, let me give you the bail amendment. There was a bail amendment act, all right, in 2011. It requires the judge to consider whether there has been such unreasonable delay as it will warrant the applicant being admitted to bail because his fair trial rights are in jeopardy.
Okay.
That was the amendment made, and that I guess ties into the fact that a lot of dudes on remand now. In 2016, you have from the official Gazette of the Bahamas, published by the competent authority. You have the Bail Amendment Act 2016, which you might want to look at because that's the full act right there.
Okay, quickly, let me say this now. Because now, if I'm not mistaken, the conditions that I am aware of, not here, but in the U.S., that I never been long computer with. But from what I understand is, you have to meet certain criteria. You have to have a job outside. You have to be able to make, you understand? Like,
correct.
So you have to have certain things, and then you have a lot of time to go from work to home. And then you have to pay for the ankle monitor. You have to pay for, you understand?
Right, there's provisions to that, correct.
Exactly. And then too, if the so even
And then
right
you get
now
a
in the
bail
Bahamas-
bondsman to bail you out. Then you got to check in with the bail bondsman every month to make sure you know
there you
the
go.
day revoking. If not, you got people like Dog the Bounty Hunter coming to track you down.
But then the sheriff deputy, I tell you, when that go off, bounty hunter. Like
You know,
if
no
jump
sheriff
bail-
deputy show up, man. You done. That's why your boy was crying. Sheriff deputy show up, you gone. You hit the law. The man done got you now.
Right, and your bail get revoked.
Correct.
But this is what I'm getting at too. In Nassau, well, this most has happened in Nassau. So if you have somebody who accused of killing somebody, right? Now Nassau so small. Just say if he killed, and I saw him kill somebody. Now he get bail. Now I scared for my life. You understand? Because they let him out of jail. I didn't testify that it was him who do it or whatever. So. You don't think he might be looking for me to kill me or whatever? Or, so they have to really look at the dynamics. Satan writes you up to appreciate, you understand me? But at the same time, we only on 21/7. In places you ain't go cross paths or whatever.
At some
Especially
point.
if somebody you understand? Then too, with that bail, with them having to report into the station, 9 times out of 10, Joe know he got to go there, and they just follow from there and do what they got to do. But then there's a lot of other stuff going on behind that. But like I said, the same. We have to really look at that bail act. Period. You understand? And then too, if they come out, they get killed anyway. So
Right. You are with a monitor on that's a death sentence recently over the last couple of years.
Exactly. Like I say, so they really got to look at it. It might be for their safekeeping is to keep them. You
And
understand?
that's why I say that all portions of society need to come together under one umbrella to deal with this scourge and this fight on crime because it's a
I quite
national
agree.
issue. And
Yeah,
we
I
got
quite
all
agree.
those kind of questions to answer and resolve before we can effectively combat it.
Exactly. I agree with you.
All right,
Well,
my brother.
you know-
Good to hear from you, man.
All right, man. You too.
All right,
man.
just
Happy
call the
New Year.
receptionist at the Guardian. Let them know that you're when I got you covered, man.
Okay, bro.
All right, be safe. Let's get to the other calls. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey, it's Charles from Nassau, man.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, good, brother.
I'm good. What you got for me today?
Listen to me, man. Too many of these, like the person said previously, I've been calling all these talk shows, they say the same thing. Too much of these politicians is lawyers, man. They defense attorneys, man.
Well, how long I been saying it's bad for business, man? Why close the loophole? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you know you got to win. It's like a cheat code on Madden, man. It's you think I can tell you I got a cheat code when I play? I can just keep beating you when I play.
You think any legislation getting changed and these niggas making money and thing, man?
No, sir.
Huh?
No,
Nothing
sir.
at all gonna happen.
That's
Nothing
why
at
I
all
always
gonna
say
happen.
it's bad for business.
Exactly.
And then in the long term, it's bad for the nation because look at crime, look at murder, look where we're at. You know, I had a conversation with some friends the other day, and I got to ask you, because you sound like you in my peer group. You think 30 years ago they would have asked us, young women in their 20s would be getting gunned down on the street, and women and children were going to be getting gunned down? In Little Nassau, you would have said, you probably would have said
I
no,
would
right?
have never. I used to go everywhere around Nassau, riding bike, walking any neighborhood, anywhere around this country, man. Anywhere in this town.
I remember
Anywhere
back in the
this
day, it was
town.
like no women, no children, no police. Rewind, repeat.
Exactly.
Now it's all buck up, go. It's crazy.
That's right. That's in front of the police station, right in the gas station, right there.
And I gotta say again, because that ain't the first time it's happened in front of the police station. Lord bless the dead, they got a couple in a bus in front of the police station before. You remember that?
Oh yeah. You're right. But that's
So, and I'm not trying to enlighten it. I'm just saying again, it's crazy. It should have never happened in the first place.
Something need to happen, man. Something need to happen. Some constitutional reform, some legislation changes. Something need to happen. All these governments been in power all these years, and no constitutional reform. This thing carrying up for a while now, man.
And people, and now we're at a stage where you want a death sentence if you want bail.
Exactly.
And now with all these murders, here comes Uncle Sam.
Oh yeah.
You see it. The big U.S. advisory is already out. The security alert.
Blacklisting us again and all this stuff.
The U.S. Embassy in Nassau advises U.S. citizens to be aware that 18 murders have occurred in Nassau since the beginning of 2024. Murders have occurred at all hours, including in broad daylight on the streets. Retaliatory gang violence has been the primary motive in 2024. Actions to take. Exercise extreme caution in the eastern part of New Providence Island, Nassau. Use caution when walking or driving at night. Keep a low profile. Be aware of your surroundings. Do not physically resist any robbery attempt. Review your personal security plans.
Oh, my.
I mean, this from the embassy, and it's out. It's a security alert. They've issued it.
Oh, my. So they're saying how their society affecting our society.
Our brand is being damaged. No, but guess what? You know we have always copycatted our brothers to the north, and let's be honest.
Right.
And that's why we got the problems they had 20 years ago. We got
And
now.
us now.
Because we always behind them and we always following their fashion.
Exactly.
But
Watching
what I
all
would
their
like,
programs,
what I would
everything.
like for the embassy, and I hope I don't rock no boats when I say this, but with the same conviction, since you've built a huge brand new embassy here in this country, one of the largest outside of America, maybe the second or third largest in the world,
Correct.
internationally, why don't you step up to the plate? Not that you don't do already, but do a little bit more. And why don't you get some gang experts that may be retired that could come here and offer their insight so we could combat the gang problem and the gang culture?
They like our little black
I mean,
country the way it is.
with the same conviction you putting out the alert, offer that helping hand, considering you have had experience with this for years in your country.
You realize this country, one of the best black rural countries in the world, our little country right here,
Yeah, man.
when it comes to diplomacy and all of that.
Correct.
So I feel like they got power, they try to destroy it.
Because we got plenty of politicians that love the politics of politics. You know what I'm saying? And others that really get into to what it's all about. But yeah.
Time to stop all this yellow and red and whatever other colors. All that's the same and all
go
this
country.
bleed red blood. You understand? It's our country. We got to fight for this and get it back, man.
Yeah, and we need more like-minded folks like you because guess what? If we don't, they're going to be gone before we know it on one way or another.
I got 3 little girls, but I can't leave them to be in this country carrying on how this carrying on right now, man. You know what I mean?
Sir. No,
it's
sir.
ridiculous, man.
I appreciate your call, man. Good stuff as always, man. And
Well,
don't be a
for that
stranger.
sports, eh?
Yeah, man. Hit me back in the sports. It's all good.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to the other calls. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hey, turn your radio down for me, bro. What you got for me today?
Hello, Donnie. How you doing?
I'm good, JJ. What's happening, brother?
I'm fine, man. I'm fine. I'm very, very fine. You know, some people saying something a while ago, right? And I said it for years. You know, I was calling talk shows for many, many years. And, you know, the same thing, what I was afraid of, the American travel and the rise of it. You see, the most good in the case, you know, they ain't getting no blessings. And I think in 2026, that's all the last time around. You see, because they ain't getting no blessings. You see, this country's go up. We know the country go up. Everybody wheeling and dealing. We got some lousy civil servants. And I can start calling some names and sort order. The wife, I've been working on the park, you know, and I just hope the Prime Minister don't give no more money or the taxpayers money because they said
And how long have we been talking about this? How long have we been talking about this, JJ?
Man, look here. Hey, I ain't doing nothing more. I go in every park. I go in Foxhill Park. I go in every park. I go.
But JJ, we've been talking about this from May of last year till now, man.
Carter Smith, give me the joke. It's Warren McCarthy. It's most hard on the talk show. Hey, Naughty, I can slow down now. I can talk slow so people go understand me. I listen to Dwight show them every day. Last 2 years. And Dwight them see they want to have it both ways. I said, Dwight, I don't care if the police them stop me every day. I don't care. You can have it both ways. What they want, Naughty.
Yeah,
what they want, man, let them do their job.
We have to.
They want to both ways. I listen to Dwight insult the old lady on the show, and that's why insult the old lady tell her she ain't got to call the show back no more. That's wrong.
I mean, but that's the right of the call. I mean, if she feels offended.
No, that's the old woman, man. The woman asked one question, so I can hear the old woman, right?
But I can't comment on it because I didn't hear said call. I didn't hear the call, so I can't comment on it or finish.
See, I don't lie. I don't call Howard Grant show. Howard Grant is costing $10, $12. And when I see him, he can give me my money from last year. You know, him and Steve McKinney, I don't talk about. And when I see him in a black truck, he can give me my $10. That's why I don't call his show. Right? And Curly doing a good job. I open up and you all doing a good job. Even Evan Green and Louis doing a good job. That's why people in this show ask people all the easy questions, man. Huh? They call us homophobic and xenophobic. See, I don't really call it much now, you know. Because if civil war happens in this country, I fight for the Bambi people, you know. We had a war with civil war in the country.
That's
you know.
one thing I can say about you, JJ. You've been on that same run for always. You have been a nationalist true and true. You
I
fight
on the
the country
ground,
first.
my brother. I on the ground. I tell people I don't brag what I do to people, you know. I don't want to go and get no follow up. For years, I take care of people. For years, over 40, 50 years. Other people's children. Some doing excellent. And that's all I got to say for time being, my little brother.
All right, my brother. I appreciate the call as always, man. And let me know about them Wi-Fi tomorrow, JJ. For real, for real, for real. All right, let me check the text right now. Hi, Naughty. I'm being nosy, but I heard on a show someone died who usually calls your show. No, we had a conversation about someone who was a long-serving member of the dialysis community that passed away. That's what we talked about earlier on my show, Texas, but not to my knowledge of any of my callers. And I hope all are well. All right? At the end of the day, like I said, I haven't heard anything about that. And yeah, like I say, if you all have an issue, and JJ, you are right with me, but you know, like I tell Sparky, if you got an issue with any other of my colleagues here at Guardian Radio, call their show. Like I've told other people, you can't call Pearlie when Pearlie filling in for Lang. Grow up here and call me. You remember how that went with that idiot, right? Okay, then. So at the end of the day, if you do have an issue, which is your right, because I'm sure we're not always going to have the same opinion and we're going to agree to disagree from time to time, call said talk show that you have issue with. All right? And at the end of the day, like I said, you always have the option and the right to call or not to call. And nobody's saying that with an attitude or a vendetta. It's just, that's just how it is. Like I say in chat groups all the time, everybody know where the exits are, to the front, to the middle, and to the rear of the cabin. Now, at the end of the day, like I say, do me that favor. Because, you know, one thing I just keep it real. I know when you call Pearlie trying to talk with me, I want you to call me. So I'm sure those other hosts would prefer for you to call them and let them know. But I will convey the message. All right, let me get a couple of these texts in. Texas, y'all been patient today, boy, but y'all been bringing the fire. Let's go. Here we go. Naughty, here's why the PM statement on bail is bull. Bail in its application is protected by the Constitution. No way it can be revoked because of any charges, serious or not, unless the qualifications for the bail bond was not adhered to. Being charged with multiple offenses also is not a reason for revocation or denial of bail. That statement is BS, pure and simple. What needs to happen is court cases need to speed up, more justices and magistrates to handle cases, and finally a standard for bail to include cash sureties on all major offenses in excess of $20,000. This will put a damper on these persons just signing for bail. Good text, though. Naughty, great show as usual. Question, which generation start being friends with their kids? My broke friend, because I think the problem with crime branch off from that. Boy, I tell you, I was born in 77. Mommy was mommy, not your friend. Daddy was never around. And when he was, he's laying the smackdown. Naughty, how is it with both parents in the household? Because 75% of us don't know how it is and how it's cracked up to be. All right, Texter, that second one, you might have to send that back to me because I was a little bit, jumbled. Here's another one. I think the story on the corruption trial has relevance to the source of crime than this bail announcement. By the time you get to bail, the murder done. The corruption trial speaks to the mindset to abuse and circumvent the law and the desire to do any act to get money. That's what we need to dig up. We need a Whistleblower Protection Act with teeth to root out corruption from the top. But yeah, but you know, in most countries, they have laws to protect whistleblowers. Not in this country. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Fred Mitchell, the chairman of the PRP, has issue. He wants laws to punish whistleblowers. And I don't get it. Them, the PM and the chairman never on the same page. The PM give you a whistle and say, blow it for crime, blow it for rape. And then when you blow it, Mitchell won't punish you for blowing it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And for all my loyal listeners who send me the bail amendment act, I really appreciate all of you. I thank you very much. I tell you all, I got the biggest and best fans in the business. And smartest too. So yeah, and Dexter, like I said earlier, it is sub judice, so I'm not going to really delve into it until I can talk about it, but that is a good point you brought up. Naughty, the QC under the names meant quit checking. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Another text, the naughty part of their bail should be they can't leave their home unless it's an emergency. We all know how that goes. So the Honorable Prime Minister spent the morning attacking the opposition and instilling division in the people instead of making a clear plan to mitigate violent crimes. We are all watching, and I guess that means voters are watching when we say that, right, Dexter? The government schools don't have internet. Wow. So not only the parks don't have internet, but the government schools don't have internet. Dexter, send me a list of them schools which you know about officially that don't have internet. Let me know, please. Naughty, I know of a known criminal who was locked up in jail and the police was looking for him for a crime. Oh, Lord. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hello. Hey, Naughty. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's a great show.
Appreciate it.
But right now, everybody is talking about crime, and it seems we're talking about it so much that there's a disconnect where you actually could have sympathy for the victims' families because it's like, oh, okay, it's another murder, okay, and it's like we're getting desensitized.
I was just going to say we've become desensitized and it's become part of the fabric of everyday Bahamiana, which is sad.
Which I think is contributing to the crime rate. Because normally when the gunman on the road, back in the day, if they realized the road hot, a lot of guys killing up each other, they could say, hey, y'all, let's calm down, let's let things cool down. They ain't even saying that no more, Nutty.
Nope.
That's how it was in the 90s.
We have zero conflict resolutions.
And they calm it down and they say, y'all lay low, everybody calm down. But it's like it's nonstop. It's nonstop and it's sickening. And it's making us all feel numb. Now, Nutty, I just have a question. What happened to Swift Justice? Back in 2007, I maybe 2005, they were speaking about Swift Justice. When will we ever?
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because, we get one administration in, they go out, another one come in, and we do the hokey pokey, and we put, and
when I heard the Prime Minister mention Swift Justice in his crime plan, I was like, this, I don't want to say the N-word, but this N-word can't be serious. Because every time I heard Perry Christie say it, I heard him say it, is that their go-to little word just to try to buy them sometimes? Because he just implements Swift Justice. You're the Prime Minister. He cannot interfere with the Bail Act because the judiciary is separate from the government. Okay? He was reading the text of message, and that's why the judiciary operates separate from the government. All right? So, and constitutionally.
And again, that's why I feel that we need to come together nationally, all sections of society under one umbrella to combat crime, because it's a national issue, and we need conversations like what we're having right now in relation to that to be had, as well as other aspects of it, so we could get it right across the board.
But he could implement Swift Justice tomorrow. That's a simple policy. He don't even have to go on.
That's bad for business, man. That's bad for business.
Well, the man who's the Minister of National Security, he became a millionaire off of representing criminals.
And I've wondered time and time again why, if in this capacity, if he does have the power to close some of the loopholes on these books that allow for bail to offenders and can close that gate and help protect society, why doesn't he do it? But then again, if you're not guaranteed to be the government forever and ever and amen, you got to go back to private life. So you don't want to lose, the benefits you have in private life, I guess.
But the human people are crying out. They're hurting. I don't even feel safe going to the gas station. I just came from the gas station, Naughty, because I said it's 4:55. The sun is going to start going down at 6. I better go to the gas station before the sun sets.
Everyday Bahamians are living in fear, and that's tragic.
I should not have to say it's getting dark. Let me hurry up, go to the gas station before the sun sets, Naughty.
No.
I should not, but this this is what the Davis administration of us in the state. They have us afraid to go to the ATM at night. They now have us afraid to go to the gas station. I just don't feel comfortable in my own country anymore.
I got a texter right now. The safety of the public should be paramount. If that bullet hit at a pump last night, can you imagine? And right next to a police station.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But great show, Naughty.
I appreciate you chiming in. Make sure I get your gas and get home safe and chime in whenever, all right?
Just left.
All right.
Just left the gas station.
Be safe
All right,
now. Take care. All right. Let's get to the other calls. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Hey, turn your radio down for me, please. Turn your radio down for me, please. Kermit, let's get to the next call, man. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Yes, Nori, good day. First time calling here.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man.
Always listen up.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
I love the energy that you bring to the forefront with your show. But
appreciate
let me
that.
make my contribution. I'm so happy as I listen all the time to see that Bahamians are now paying attention to the fact that we have a minister of national security who had all the answers. Had all the answers for crime. And like the previous call said, he made a wealth of it. So now that he's in the chair where he can make a difference, and so it's so obvious that he doesn't want to make a difference. And then they come to the airwaves and they play with words and stuff. And Naughty, let me put it to you like this. I wouldn't speak for you, but I would hope that they would come to a show like yours and have questions put to them.
Boy, well, I keep it real, and you, my callers and my listeners, you all keep it real. I don't know. Sometimes they may not want that. If they don't want a Freedom of Information Act, a Procurement Act, what about it? I think tough questions are right there, too.
All right, now we're getting
But I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying.
That's the second half of my contribution. When I heard on the news, the Prime Minister said that that's not on his agenda in the Freedom of Information Act. And Fred Mitchell echoed, one phrase, but the other echoed the sentiments. And I'm like, what? The very reason they're spending all this money traveling so they're going to get information and try and improve the welfare of the Bahamian people.
And we get the information they decide to give us.
Right.
But with the Freedom of Information Act, we have to get all and sundry, you see? And again, that's bad for business.
Well, I said this, Naughty. You see, if we were able to access information and follow the trail of that information, we'll understand a lot of the quagmire that we're experiencing today.
Good word, quagmire, because we deep in a quagmire.
Everyone, they are intertwined with each other. But I close by saying this, Nadi. I pray for the day that Bahamians would let go of colors and parties and see themselves as a Bahamian, because at the end of the day, your party may be in. But guess what? When your party's not in, the very same thing the other common Bahamians are screaming about, you're going to be screaming about it and more. And that crime thing is going to spill over to it's going to touch everyone directly unless our leaders, not even the leaders, our Bahamian people step up to the plate and demand a change.
Good stuff, caller. Don't make it this your last call either, all right? I expect to hear from you again. Good stuff.
Oh.
Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Got to make it quick because we got to get to the news. Who's this? All right, let's go to the next one, Kermit. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads, Guardian Radio.
Yeah, hey, Naughty.
Hey, what's going on? Turn your volume down on your radio for me.
Hold on.
I mean to make you get up, but I mean, I got to hear you. And if you got your radio on, I won't be able to hear you. So what you got for me, man?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, what you got for me, bro?
Yeah, bro. This issue with this with this crime thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had called on Pearlie show earlier on the show with Pearlie.
Right.
Right. Now, I mentioned various aspects with them having outposts and saturating the place, right?
Right.
Back in the day, we used to be flying kites in there, right?
Correct.
All over the parks and everything. Right?
What kind of kites?
They don't fly kites no more. Eh?
No, sir. We used to be spinning top. We used to be making box car. We used to be making scooter. We used to be doing all kind of stuff. Going the long walk and diving over and diving quarter in the dock by the cruise ships. We used to do a lot of fun stuff as kids.
I call my children them. They're the palm fingers generation.
I call them the strongest thumbs in the world generation. Video game can't done. They'll thumb you to death off them video games.
Palm fingers generation, man. Everything in the palm of the hand, the fingers and
hand open.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But I said that right. The flying kite don't happen no more, right? But we could get them drones, right? They're like these things. They're so smart and everything.
I got a drone club going, and indirectly, while you got your drone club going, you can find out a lot of things what's going on. That's a good contribution right there.
Hello.
I like that.
Hello with the outposts at the policemen and reservists and the retired police and senior men them who could be playing dominoes and in these parking lots with these businesses, get them involved and get Patelco to put one phone there with the numbers on the booth. You know what I mean?
That's some good ideas,
like
Caller.
in Cuba, get Alive to put one number there with the numbers on the booth.
Now hold on, we got issues all over now with Wi-Fi in the park. We got to get to the bottom of that. But and I don't mean to cut you off, but my producer let me know I got to get to the news.
Yeah,
but I appreciate the call. Yeah. Call me again tomorrow. Good stuff, and that's a very good idea about the drones. I can follow up on that with you, man. That's good stuff. Quick break. Great first hour, y'all. Quick break. Flip side of the break. We'll be talking sports after the news. Pearlie will be in the building. Keep it right where you got it. Don't touch it.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas. 6.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place, is your place. Is your place.
You have to be strong in today's world. Keep your focus.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Play with Island Games, we making
making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Just because they were on sale, Max bought things that he and his friend really didn't need. Hungry for deals? Let KFC satisfy your cravings before you do something crazy. Get a KFC 6-piece value deal with 6 pieces of juicy fried chicken, 3 orders of crispy fries, and 3 buttery biscuits, all for only $20. Order your new favorite deal online with Messenger or WhatsApp Hi to 557-3663 to start your KFC order today. Nobody does value like KFC, and it's finger-licking good.
Struggling to repay your loan? Let us help you get back on track with payment terms that suits your financial situation and improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Inquire about our restructured loans today. Call us at 356-7764.
The new KFC Nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets, in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, January 24th edition of Talking Heads. And don't forget, Scotiabank invites you to help them bring big energy for Junior Junkanoo. Follow their Instagram page, Scotiabank Bahamas, as they visit participating schools to get our youngsters hyped and ready for the big parade on Thursday, January 25th, which is tomorrow. Yep. Once you log on to the page, hit the follow button and like the pics from the school tour. And then, of course, come out on Thursday to watch the Junior Junkanoo parade from 6 p.m. And use the Scotiabank Bahamas IG page to vote for your favorite school as they show up and show out. Feel the energy, celebrate the vibe of Junior Junkanoo, Scotiabank, official bank of Junior Junkanoo. Yep. And while I'm hitting you up with the info and the FYIs and all of that, let me just keep it rolling. I got to, man. Got to remind my peeps of everything that's going on, all right? And of course, KFC doing big things, all right? Let KFC satisfy your cravings before you do something crazy. Enjoy a KFC 6-piece value deal with 6 pieces of juicy fried chicken, 3 orders of crispy fries, and 3 buttery biscuits, all for only $20, VAT included. Order online simply by logging on to WhatsApp Hi to 557-3663, 557-3663 to start your KFC order today. You ain't got to wait no line. You can WhatsApp that, roll in and roll out. That's good things.
All right. I can't hear myself. Can you hear me, Mr. Producer?
Turn Pearly up, man.
No, once you can hear me, I'm fine. I don't need to hear myself talk. I hear myself talk all the time.
All right. Well, we're into the 5 o'clock hour, so you know we got to do it like we always do. Today in sports history. And of course, it's Wednesday, so you know it's happy hour at Naughty Johnny's, 5 to 7. It just kicked off. Be sure to check them out. Great highball specials, great food specials. Well worth the trip out there to the 04 Shopping Plaza at Naughty Johnny's every Wednesday, every Friday for happy hour. All right? All work and no play makes you a dull person. All play and no work makes you broke. Wednesday is the day to find a happy medium.
Yeah, you work. Now, I'll be finished working. We go for a happy medium.
Yeah, there you go. Man, and plenty of things happen on this day, Pearly. January 24th, on this day in sports history, 1930, Primo Carnera made his American boxing debut by knocking out Big Boy Patterson in 1 minute, 10 seconds of the opening round. Wow. 1947, NFL owners voted to allow a sudden death overtime in playoff games. The rule wasn't used until 1958. 1955, the Rules Committee of Major League Baseball announced a plan to strictly enforce the rule that required a pitcher to release the ball within 20 seconds after taking his position on the mound.
You like that rule? I understand they may take it to 25.
It's long enough already.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I thought it
I like the posturing in the game and slowing batters down and whatnot, but you could do that in 15. You could do that in 20. I don't need 25 or 30.
And then the batters can't set you up. The batters got to look at you. They got to look you in the eye to let them know they're ready and all that. So, you know.
Caller, I see you. I'll come to you right after Today in Sports History. Mr. Producer, check this caller right there. We'll be to them in 1 second. 1964, CBS TV acquired the rights to televise the National Football League, 1964 through 1965 regular season. The move cost CBS $14.1 million a year. The NFL stayed on CBS for 30 years, and of course, back then...
They're probably paying out a game now.
1964, $14 million, but that's buku money.
Yeah,
now they probably paying $14 billion nowadays.
Yeah, that's what they're talking. They're paying a ton of money now.
1981, Mike Bossy of New York Islanders tied Rocket Richard's record of 50 goals in first 50 games of the season. 1982, the San Francisco 49ers won their first Super Bowl. Joe Montana won the first of his 3 MVP awards. 1987, Walter Payton and Joe Montana were guests on Saturday Night Live. 1990, Clarence Big House Gaines collected the 800th victory of his college coaching career when Winston-Salem State University beat Livingston 79-70.
Wow. No defense.
1995, I think that might have been basketball.
I hope that was basketball.
1995, the prosecution gave its opening statement at the O.J. Simpson murder trial.
I remember that.
2006, Mario Lemieux retired from playing in the NHL for the last time. He had previously retired and came back from cancer, a heart problem, agonizing back pain, a rare bone infection, a self-imposed one-season layoff, and 5 years earlier from the boredom of retirement. Because remember, he came back a multitude of times.
Yes, he did. You sure you're retiring? Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
is.
sports quote of the day. When you're playing against a stack that, compete even harder. Show the world how much you'll fight for the winner's circle. If you do, someday the cellophane will crackle off a fresh back, one that belongs to you, and the cards will be stacked in your favor. Pat Riley. Boy, Riley could come up with some of the best.
He was one of the great motivators.
Yeah, but he motivated them Lakers for years until they finally got tired of his motivation. And it's like, Pat, you got to go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. Who's this?
My brother, how are you, man?
I'm good, my brother. What's going on, Prophet?
Radio. Brother Pearly, how are you, sir?
Thank God for life, my brother.
Boy, it sounds like you, boy, you're really getting saved, boy. I've been listening to your shows. You're making tremendous progress.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
But
you know what? I tell people this.
Would you say things the Prophet agrees with it? Because when you say things you don't agree with, you ain't say it.
No, I can say that, but I got to make the public statement on this. I owe it all to Naughty. Naughty gave me the chance to come here and from another place we were at on Sundays to talk sports. And then when he came, he said, I got to have you with me at 5 o'clock. And then he said, listen, I can't have you with me 5 o'clock every day. And you can't have your own. So he gave me my 2 hours and then others hear it. So,
Texter.
Let the record reflect. It's all because of Naughty.
All right, Texter, I can get to you right when I finish Prophet. Texter, you could only be joking, Texter.
Those guys in the stealing world seems that they're getting angry with Naughty.
Why?
I tell them, I said, man, Naughty is a very busy man.
I just talked to the Regatta desk today, man.
He cannot be there, here, and everywhere. They having a regatta. I don't know why they want to get Naughty to say. I say Naughty don't know nothing but sailing no boat.
Hold on. Stop now, Poppy. Poppy, hold on. I pop you one, Poppy. I could build a boat out of this desk in front of me and these 2 chairs, put 18 families on it and make it to the Florida Keys. Don't play with me.
He's Cuban.
Take it easy 2 times, Poppy. Don't play with me.
They want you in Farmers Key this weekend.
That's what they want.
Naughty,
let's go, man.
I got to send Pearly this weekend. I got jokers I booked. I got a ton of shows, man, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I said that.
I told him you're busy.
I can send Pearly, though. Pearly can be there at the drop of a dime.
You know, in another life, I used to be the race sponsor with my product Smirnoff for the National Family Island Regatta. My other product, Gilby's, I sponsored the Long Island Regatta. I sponsored stuff at the Naughty Lutheran Regatta. I used to be in all the regattas back in my younger days.
Well, I don't know why. When they come at my workplace, they say, boy, we trying to get Naughty into regatta. I don't know. He must have some energy that he could help them to win. But let me say this. Let me get to direct to my point. We all in bereavement. Myself, you, and Poily, and the door is shut on us. Now, give me Sunday is the final. Give me the two picks that you think will be in the finals.
You gotta wait till Friday when we got special guests in studio when we do our full breakdown going into the NFC and AFC championship games. I can tell you how I'm leaning right now, but that could change by Friday.
Tell me who you leaning to. Tell me how you leaning.
I'll give you one team. I'm leaning Baltimore for now.
I'm leaning Baltimore, and I see an upset bird flying.
But
I disagree. I lean in Kansas City again.
See, you letting your emotions get in the way. But you know what?
Tell me how.
Tomorrow, I can tell you all why I think.
Now, I give you a conspiracy theory, Prophet. Hold on.
That's why I make sure you listen tomorrow.
But
I owe you know.
No, but Prophet,
I'll put more on you. I'll put my Prophet more on you.
You still gotta come. You still gotta come and listen to me Friday for my predictions, and we got a couple 49ers and others in the studio.
One for this afternoon.
I'll tell you this much.
Go ahead, Burley, and then I got one for him.
I'll tell you this much. You leaning on emotions because a lot of people think that playoff time Mahomes is Mahomes and he is playoff Mahomes and he did it against Miami and he did it last week. But you know what? Just Baltimore, yeah. And particularly in the AFC.
Baltimore and who?
I ain't sure yet.
Okay, listen, Prophet, I got to go deal to one texter who could only be joking with the foolishness they texted me. So I going to read somebody up in a second. But listen, I can tell you I'll tell you how I'm picking on Friday, but I'll give you a good conspiracy theory for you, Prophet. Kansas City and Detroit. You got Taylor Swift on one side, you got Eminem on another. You have two number one seeds go down in the championship games and two Cinderellas make it to the Super Bowl. And then when everybody's looking at Taylor Swift and Eminem, nobody sees the referee stick it to the Lions and serve it up to the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a conspiracy theory you could run with. That's not how I'm leaning, but if you want to play with something till Friday, hold on that.
No, you good, boy.
That's a good one. I mean, I see why they was you ceiling. That's a good one. I get it.
All right? There you go, brother. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
All right, be safe. Text up. Now, let me get to this. I've been here going on into my third season here at Guardian, okay? From I started this show, a sponsored element by Naughty Johnny's from the inception was Today in Sports History. I left Shirley Street, and I know a lot of intellect walked out of the building, a lot of talent, a lot of ideas, a lot of trailblazing, cutting-edge things in radio. But trust me when I tell you, you forget I used to write for them as well, sports and a column, an award-winning column. 2 back-to-back P. Anthony White Award, Columnist of the Year Award. So I know what they print. And nowhere in the last 5 to 7 years have I seen them run on a regular Today in Sports History. So stop.
What did the text?
Yeah. Why am I copying the Today in Sports History from the Tribune? I'm that serious. This might be the first time I'm hearing you do this. They might sue you.
No, hold on, Texter. Hold on.
But obviously
let me answer this.
But hold on. I can turn that over to you. But this must be your first time listening then, Texter.
Because we spoke about this. Was it
on Monday, so you missed out on that.
First of all, you called me that day and said, guess what happened? Look within the papers. And you called me Monday and said, listen, they take in and doing this Today in Sports History. That has been Naughty's thing from he was down the road. And we came in, and that's actually
that used to be on Sundays.
If he don't do this, he'd get 100 texts saying, what happened to Today in Sports History? And the Tribune taking AP Sports. We wouldn't tell you our source, but our source got a little more depth.
A little more depth than that. And when you want to talk about AP Sports didn't come close to 175 and 97 for the football picks in the season.
And that will be broken next year when I join.
And I stay owning them. So run, go tell that to Shirley Street. And also let them know, I ain't missing you at all. Thank you. Now, on to the next.
Really? Now, honestly, that has been a staple of that is probably one of the first elements of.
And don't cause me get Cat Williams on y'all, because you know how we comedians go with property and people who thief intellectual property. Don't get me started, because I done motivated. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Oh, Lord.
Talking Heads.
What's up, Pearly, St. Petersburg? What's up, Pearly, man?
Hey, St. Petersburg, how you doing?
So, in the words of Joe Pesci, what am I, a mirage? What am I, invisible spider? What am I, on a pay-no mind list? You only see Pearly A.
I think we lost it.
St. Pete,
what's up, man? How y'all? I'm here. How y'all doing?
We good, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, just say, hey, I beat that rush hour. Hey, I'm home now. I beat that rush hour.
Oh, you get out
Hey,
early.
look, I was on this chat. You know, I'm on this group, Tampa Bay Dallas fan chat group, right? And a lot of them talking about say the Dallas should try to go get Zeke back. You know, so he only.
That's okay. We good.
Nah, Zeke.
You think we good?
Nah, Zeke ain't got it. Zeke ain't got it like that. You can't pay. See the money you got to pay Zeke for him to give you 2 yards to carry ain't worth it.
I'm hearing Travis Henry to the Cowboys in free agency on a friendly deal. Derek Henry, sorry, not Travis.
Derek Henry could be a Dolphin as well.
Yeah, he looking for a deal with a contender.
Yeah, he wants to win.
Okay. Oh, well, you know, just
That'd be a good pickup for you all.
Hey, look here. You know, it's like that changes up. Bahamas said it's an independent country, right?
Yeah, part of the Commonwealth of Nations.
Why they still got to deal with those white colonial guys who never stepped foot in the Bahamas?
Because the Bahamas,
they
the Bahamas, like Canada, like Australia, like New Zealand, like Jamaica, like Nigeria, like several other countries are still part of the 53-member Commonwealth nations. And as that,
but they need to get out of that. You know what I'm saying?
But don't see a lot of people. Let me say this before you say it. A lot of people talking about getting out of the Privy Council, right? But when you really look at it and say, "Oh, we should get out of the Privy Council and join the Caribbean Court of Justice," they got the same views. Ain't nothing different. They just different color skin.
Sure, okay. Yeah,
right?
well,
So people say, "Oh, the Privy Council
man,
talking about capital punishment." So does the Caribbean Court of Justice. So ain't nothing much different.
Yeah. Yesterday afternoon, after I been to my son, he almost get a seatbelt ticket. You know, like they used to give the driver the ticket back in the day.
Click it or ticket.
Yeah, but they used to give the driver the. But if you're over 18 years old and you don't have your seatbelt on, they're gonna give the passenger don't ever want it. I love that law, boy, because a lot of people used to.
That law here, is the driver get fined, I think $250 and the passenger $100. When people jump in my car and they don't put the seatbelt on, I say, listen, put the $100 right there. When you jump out, you carry $100.
But over here, the driver don't get the ticket now. If you're over 18 years old, they give that person the ticket. They only way the driver get a ticket if it's a minor on the ticket. I love that law, man.
All right.
You know. Hey man, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, Petersburg, take time.
You too, man. St. Pete, be safe, my brother.
Stay warm.
I'm sorry my Lakers lost last night, but it's all
good. Let's don't talk about that.
Trade LeBron. Trade LeBron. Trade LeBron. Trade LeBron. How we going, brother? Let's get to the next phone call. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey, yeah, that's my fraud. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Muff?
Man, everything good. LeBron ain't playing that game, man. Don't put that on LeBron. LeBron ain't playing that game.
He still need to go. Trade LeBron. Trade LeBron. Trade LeBron.
And Paul and Russell Westbrook was too hot. And then so don't put that on LeBron. LeBron was on the bench.
He should have played.
Why he wasn't playing?
Yeah. I know. Something must be wrong with the knee or ankle or something again.
He was cramping up again?
No,
the man 40, you know. The man is a goat. What do you expect?
Hold on. Is the what?
He's a goat. He's the old goat. He's like Tom Brady now.
No. Brady is what, 7-3 in Super Bowls? And LeBron is 4-6 in finals. That's not goat-like. What are you talking about?
4-10. Could be in the finals 10 times, man.
I mean 4-6. That's a legacy of a loser.
4 wins, 6 losses.
You lost more than you win. If you was a fighter, you'd be punched drunk. You wouldn't be getting no license to fight because you keep losing.
Yeah, well, what y'all think about Doc Rivers getting to the Bucks?
The Bucks are going to get eliminated.
I like that.
The Bucks are going to get eliminated in the Eastern Conference Final. You could mark that down. Check the Bucks off. Doc Rivers can't win no final. Only won one miracle with the Celtics back in the day. Never did anything since. And the Milwaukee Bucks will go out in the Eastern Conference Finals because that's the curse of Doc Rivers. And
I agree because I'm Miami. I'm a Heat fan, man. I'm a Dolphin, Heat, and Miami Marlins fan. So, they can't get past us.
No. Listen, I can be
in the Eastern Conference, they can't get past us anyhow, I think. We'll put them out again like last year. They're on Boston.
Only one team, but they can't beat this Boston. Y'all can't beat Boston.
What? And we put them out last year?
That's last year.
Okay, that's last year. Hey, Boston got the best. They got the best record in the NBA right now.
Best team in
but
NBA.
They... Dallas almost give them problems Saturday. Wait, but you see that move with Brown put on Dukic, what had him all over the ground and everything, that crossover dribble. Look here, I know you're so embarrassed, man. That'll make every highlight for the week this week, boss.
But let me ask you a question. How many highlights Joe Kick got off people, man?
Plenty.
Okay.
Plenty. All them game winners, them game winning shots. Plenty.
I just seen if you're keeping it 100, man. It's all good.
Yeah. But let me just say this before I go. I agree with my boy Marvin Johnson, but you and Naughty, but y'all is sports and encyclopedias, but only two people I know must who come a little close to y'all is the late Phil Smith and Kendall Wrightson. And probably Elgard Wright is daddy. But y'all too, I learned so much from sports from y'all too, boy.
And I give
y'all know a lot about sports.
I appreciate that, and I tip my hat to the late great Phil Smith.
Yeah.
Late great Phil Smith. Hey, listen, that was one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, he's the greatest. But him and Kendall Wright, he do that.
And I was just about to say, Kendall Wright is another one that I enjoy listening to all the time. That is a
all the time, but y'all do is remind me of them too. But y'all keep it up, man. I learned so much from sports from y'all. Yeah, man.
Now I'll be honest with you though. I'll be honest with you, Muff. I would go harder. I would go harder for my sidekick than Kendall's sidekick. No disrespect to Kendall's sidekick, but I put my sidekick above his sidekick.
Okay, all right, let's get ready for Sunday, man. Sunday, boy, I can't wait for Sunday, man. Oh, to see who going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you just man, the cooler in the grill. Muff going to kill the cooler in the grill. His team done out, but he going to kill the cooler in the grill.
But you're in Freeport, Muff?
No, I think Muff right here, you know. Muff might be in Freeport, you know.
Yeah, I think Muff in Freeport.
Yeah, I think Muff in Freeport for sure.
When I come to Freeport, Muff, we can have a drink.
Man, listen here. My brother-in-law got us covered, brother.
Okay.
We got all the watering holes to go to.
All right.
That's going to be a good thing. Mr. Producer, bring me up a little bit in my headphone if you don't mind.
I love it, what I said.
Let's... Ooh, wow. All right. Everything cool like good. Let's go to the phone lines. Me and my one eardrum. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
No, man, I right here in the deep south, man. I in Bamboo Town. I in Freeport.
All right.
Set up something. Bailey, we gotta have a shot together, man. We gotta drink some yak.
No.
I can link you, Bailey.
You said,
on the island, I write you.
You saying Jack or Yak?
Together.
Yak or Jack?
Yak, man, some cognac.
No, you all have the yak and save me the Jack, all right?
Okay, you're Jack Daniels. The honey, what you want? The honey or the regular?
Muff. No. Yeah. There is only one Jack Daniels. Not the honey, not the apple, not the cinnamon.
Original, okay.
Number 7, original like me with
all
my
right, I can link you all too, man. Yeah, man, we gotta get together. Even if you all come by me and watch one basketball game for the finals or something, we put something on the grill. We put something on the grill and have some drinks and just enjoy a good game.
Yeah, sound like a plan. I got the
I can set it up.
Let us know.
All right then.
And Mr. Producer coming too.
Yes, sir. You too.
And Mr. Producer coming too, and he say he drink hog head.
You look at me like you looking at me or looking at Naughty?
All right.
Naughty, we got to share the great news, man. I am so happy.
What's the great news? All right.
I'm happy.
Who's in the news out? Brought to you, of course, by Tropical Gyros, because Chef Coleman and the crew over there, flagship store on Mackey, over there, the new store over there in R&D Plaza. One open until 6, the flagship open until 6, R&D open until 7 or until 8? Until 8.
That's my spot. I know everybody. Everybody walking in, they know me.
Okay, Purdy, I can let you say who's in and who's out. Go ahead.
I'm so happy Vic Fangio is gone from the Dolphins.
You couldn't say his name all year, but today he get fired. You know the man's name now.
Vic Fangio gone. I've been messing a brother name up all year until the day I got it right.
He's been messing your defense up all year.
That's right. So go. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile.
Good hiring to replace him in Brandon Staley.
Yeah, Brandon Staley's the
horrible head coach, but he's a good defensive mind.
And that's a good landing spot for him. Hopefully the Dolphins will get that deal before the day out or by tomorrow with him. I understand Fangio will be going with the new defensive coordinator.
To the Philadelphia Eagles, bring it.
They're still, y'all, listen, I will still be pulling for the Dallas to score on them.
And Dallas still can score on them, too.
Yeah.
And speaking of who's in and who's out, caller we see, we coming to you right now.
Don't go nowhere.
I hear some rumblings.
What you hearing?
Apparently now, the issues hit the fan in Dallas with CeeDee's mom coming out, Micah's brother coming out. And you know the media trying to dissect how his teammates stand up for him. Tad Prescott, Dak's brother, came out and said, trust me, Cowboy fans, if I could get Dak out of there right now, I would.
Yeah, I know that. It's like, and nobody backed him up. Nobody defended Dak.
Here's the deal. Amari Cooper was exiled to Cleveland a couple years ago when he called him the Black Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Dak and Kirk Cousins is the same dude.
And then people talking about Kirk Cousins should come to Miami.
Statistics, winning the regular season, get to the playoffs, and
that's it.
And that's it.
Celia. That's why Minnesota got rid of him.
So there's rumors now swirling, and Dak controls his ticket because he knows he's going to get an extension from Jerry. He could work with Jerry on the numbers of the extension, or he could roll in and say, I'm owed $59 million this year. I have a no-trade clause in my contract. I have a clause that tells you where you have to trade me if I want to be traded.
He has a great contract.
He's got an awesome contract. So
he got the best contract in sports.
He could go right now if he wants to go to Atlanta. Like I'm hearing the rumors.
And if Belichick there,
they're in a weak division. He's
Yep.
a quarterback for Belichick to work with.
Yep.
He's got pieces. He's got a running back. He's got a tight end.
They've
He's
got
got
talent.
two
They just
decent
need a
wide
quarterback.
receivers. I'm thinking if that is the case, then Jerry needs to fleece them as best he can and get as many first-round picks out of them as he can. One for this year, including the second round this year, and then future first-round picks, because then Jerry can take those picks in
I
the
don't
first
think they'll
round.
give you a first and a second this year and a first next year.
Maybe a first this
They
year.
may give you a second this year and a first next year. Or it may give you a first year because they want to get a quarterback.
They want to get a quarterback. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if Dallas
Yeah,
has
they
two
might.
first-round picks now, Atlanta's and their own, now they have currency to move up in that draft and pick a stud where they need to.
Penix.
I'm not thinking quarterback.
You need a quarterback if you get rid of that. Oh, you got.
You got Trey Lance, so
Trey
you got a
Lance,
year
yeah.
or two to look for
Yeah,
a replacement.
okay, all right.
I've also heard rumors that Russell Wilson might be, if they trade Dak, Russell Wilson might be a good fit in
that
Dallas.
That might be a bad move for Dallas because Russell brings.
And that's a 2-year
He got
window.
the mobility. He's an accurate passer.
Now, there's
He
a
has
lot of
one.
stuff coming out.
He has one,
There's a lot of stuff coming out. So I'm going to look at this
and it'll be good for him.
eagerly and study this best I can and bring you the actual factual, what is BS, what is rumors, what's on the radar. But there's something going to go on in Dallas. I'm
but
telling you.
Apparently, the locker room is not happy with Dak. I
Nope.
mean, and you didn't see that, and then you're hearing all kind of stories that Micah didn't back up Dak. Nobody back up Dak. Not even the head coach. No, the ownership. No, Dak didn't even back up himself.
Right. So at the end of the day.
So it sounds like something true there.
And at the end of the day, if you got Trey Lance and he can give you some with his legs and some with his arms, and if McCarthy can set the offense for him like he did with Dak,
Yeah.
you still have an opportunity with
Listen,
pieces in place.
If you can go and get beaten the first round, the second round of the playoffs, you might say got beat with Trey Lance, who you're paying $700,000.
And I'll be honest with you, Trey Lance is Kaepernick 2.0 if you give him the opportunity,
I
if you
think
ask
if he's
me.
in the right place with the right coaching, he could be a great quarterback.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's there?
A very pleasant good afternoon, gentlemen.
What's going on, Sparky?
Already was a taxing day, you know. It was monitoring the Juju transshipment.
Oh, the Juju transshipment.
The Juju transshipment today. Everybody was coming for Jujus, sending their private drivers for Jujus. So I had to...
And you ain't saying me and Purdy no Juju?
The Prime Minister grabbed a whole 2 bag of Juju. Next thing I know, the Prime Minister in Africa feeding the monkeys with Sparky Juju.
You should have given.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, Sparky, no.
To me and Naughty, we would have eaten that. And then had my little hot sauce.
If it's anything to make you vote a different party right now, it's that right there, Sparky.
No, the thing I see that y'all don't talk to the other guy. Y'all don't talk to one another. Now I trying to talk, y'all want to talk over me.
But you get everybody Juju and Debbie ain't talking over you.
But what I was trying to do is, I was trying to say these Jujus, for some reason, I don't know if it's a climate change, but the Jujus came extra big, extra sweet, and extra plenty this year. And everybody, I've been trying to get most of my special friends out first before I tell the public come down and clean up the yard, because I can't, with my back situation and my knee injury, I could get them down with the big long stick, shaking them down, but I can't bend over to pick them up. So I had to tell people that Craig Flowers got his big bag today. All the big guns come for them, the Prime Minister and his wife get theirs. And all my special friends got theirs. And
except Pearly
they
and Naughty.
still up there coming down.
Except Pearly and Naughty.
So
you see how we go, right?
But I listen to you like the last caller say, you know, and you know, sports. I know some fellas growing up like Jeffrey Williams.
Yes.
Jeffrey August Williams
Yes.
used to be baseball commissioner.
Yes. Baseball. Him and I have many baseball talks.
Football ref from on the Malcolm Park.
Yes.
Him and one guy named Paul Carmack Moxie.
Yes.
Them fellas used to know so much about sports, but they're very quiet and I hardly hear anything. But most of them in my WhatsApp group.
Well, Jeff and I have occasional conversation about baseball
these
style.
fellas is know what kindergarten the doggone athlete been to. You always pick them up in college. These fellas will tell you what kindergarten they went to. Like, the amount of knowledge you all know about sport, if you all were to study economics in university when you're better, instead of studying sport, you all would have owned the Sears Towers in Chicago. You know, too. And that's one of the tallest buildings in the United States, 1,460-some feet above sky levels, you know. I've been up in that. I was scared going up and looking down.
I've been up in there
but,
as well.
You know, I learned a lot from y'all, but I was never much of following sports like younger people. And I never changed teams. I was always, from growing up, I didn't like Willie Mays, so I was a San Francisco fan.
Yeah.
I didn't like John Havlicek and Bill Russell. Them. I was a
Celtic fan.
I was now the only time I ever changed teams was the Baltimore Colts, because growing up I didn't like Johnny Unitas.
Well, you may as well.
Baltimore Colts fold up. I turned to Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Well, you better go back home. Go back home to Baltimore. They might win you a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, but I'm saying, now that I turned to the Pittsburgh Steelers and them, and I went Franco Harris and all the Lynn Swan and all of them, I never changed teams. I see Bahamians say, everybody is, one fellow just say he's a Miami Colts fan.
You was a Baltimore Colts fan because you was Johnny Unitas, and then you left Johnny Unitas and you went to the Steelers.
No, but see, remember at one time the Colts had fallen out because the Colts was whooping everybody every year.
Yeah, but Baltimore didn't leave. You know, Baltimore Colts didn't leave Baltimore until after Lynn Swan.
Lynn Swan and them was a Pittsburgh Steeler. I didn't like Lynn Swan, and I forget the quarterback at that time.
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw, then there was Franco Harris and all of them.
Yeah, but you left at that time. The Steelers in the 70s, that would have been. The Steelers had a really good team, but Baltimore had a good team too. If they had a quarterback by the name of Bud Jones.
He was bad, boy.
I had a good friend named Trevor Briggs who used to take my lunch money every week from when Baltimore beat Miami.
That ever won three Super Bowls back to back.
What's that?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think they won two.
No.
They won two and they won two.
They won two and then they won two. The first team to win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years were the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
And then later on, the New England Patriots. But I don't think Pittsburgh won 3 straight.
Yeah, but
Let me check that though, Sparky.
I don't know how you always remember all those things. I can hardly remember the Our Father prayer.
No, but I remember that.
And I grew up in the church. But, you know, the reason why I called it is because I was out in the yard and all the people doing it. And I was saying my name. Naughty calling my name while I was out in the yard. I was wondering why Naughty's calling my name. I didn't know I was that famous. What you was calling my name for?
We always do.
A texted and then said they had heard one of my regular callers had passed away. Was it Sparky? I say no.
Sparky, I told them the rumors of your demise has been greatly exaggerated.
No, boy, but again.
Sparky.
Hey, Sparky.
Pittsburgh won. Sparky.
Pittsburgh won in 75 and 76. Then they won again in 79.
And
then
80.
they won again in 80. So they won 2 back-to-backs. They won 2 repeats. Never won 3 in a row. Then they went on in 2006 to win another one, and then again in 2009 to win their 6th and final one.
You know, it's the new year now, and 4 months down the road, I closer to the number 73 that I am to 72 now, so I can only say it 73, you know?
And I'm closer to the number 62 than I am 61.
And I'm closer to not telling you on my age still.
I don't have some Alzheimer's. I don't have Alzheimer's.
You have some
Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
now.
we both do.
Just some Alzheimer's. I don't have all the Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's them is because of them, so I just have some Alzheimer's. I forget some things now.
But
okay.
Y'all have a great day, and may the Bahamas get its act together. And for some reason, I will use some words which you can't use because Oiko listening.
Yes.
I think somebody in leading something in this country, I must say it, I know sports time, somebody leading some political leader, religious leader, social leader, neighborhood leader, we got to get this little country together because you see, America's starting to warn them 8 million people but it's come here.
Yes,
Sparky, good
and before I say that too, another thing would remember me now is when I look over the bar, what we call the breakwater, and I look at that disgusting looking lighthouse at the entrance to Nassau Harbor.
And Toby Smith was going to go ahead and refurbish that and put up something beautiful, and 2 administrations didn't give him the opportunity to do it, which is horrible.
But that's so disgusting. And they're bragging about 8 million people coming through the harbor by ship. And you will tell me 8 million of them had to look at that disgusting looking thing out there, and they can't get 3 truckloads of prisoners, the good prisoners now who are on good behavior.
Careful, Sparky, because I see prisoners look like they're doing some private work all over the place, but I'm investigating on right now.
I found out. I'll give you the details.
All right, no problem, Sparky. Good stuff. We got to get to the break. I appreciate you, my brother. Yes, sir. All right, buddy, we got to get to the picks real quick, and then we got to get to the break because we got Cowherd taking us home, breaking down the whole situation with Dak Prescott and Dallas.
Okay.
All right, so NBA it is tonight. Of course, you know, we our picks brought to you, of course, by The Island Game. Be sure to check them out, theislandgame.com. All right, and be sure to check out their sportsbook. It is all good. Many ways to play, many ways to win, and they always remind you
Island
to
Games
play
really
responsibly.
smile on me a little better now. I ain't doing good in my parlays.
Yeah, and congratulations. Happy birthday to Mr. Pete DeVoe down there at the Island Game as well, man. Happy birthday, Pete. Enjoy this and many more, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
All right, we got Detroit at home against the Hornets. Detroit's a 2-point favorite. I'm not touching that game.
I'm going with Detroit with the money line. I'm going Detroit with the money line.
Go ahead. You got the Wizards plus 10 at home against the Timberwolves. I like the Timberwolves tonight with the money line, though. I ain't taking that 10.5.
Yeah.
The
but
Grizz-
you know, the guy, what his name, Carl, got off at 62 the other day.
Yeah.
I think that would carry on.
I know.
They just don't play D.
Heat minus 11 over the Grizzlies. I don't know about that. I take the Heat with the money line, but not by the 11.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland 6.5-point favorites. I don't want to touch this until the Bucks get a new coach in place, but they got some interims going on. They're at home. Let's see what they do. I'll take the Bucks at home.
I'll take the Bucks. I'll take the points.
On the money line, though.
I'll take the points.
Rockets minus 10 at home against the Trailblazers. I like the Rockets to win. I don't know about by the 10 points over the Trailblazers.
Portland's so bad, though. But anyway, I'll go with...
Houston ain't not great themselves.
I know.
Dallas Mavericks plus 2.5 at home against the Phoenix Suns. I like the Phoenix Suns to get this one done today.
I'm going Dallas, but I'll take the money line.
Oklahoma,
you know what? I'll take Dallas and the points.
Oklahoma City Thunder 8-point favorites on the road against San Antonio. I think they get it done and they win by 8 or more.
Yeah, I agree.
Golden State minus 6 at home plus against the Hawks. I don't know about this one. I don't want to touch. Both of these teams got me iffy.
Yeah, I agree.
If I got to pick one, I'll go with the Warriors at home with the money line.
But a big game tomorrow night. LSU and South Carolina. South Carolina number 1, LSU number 7. Big game, big number 10. Big game tomorrow.
Let's see if your girl steps up and plays.
Number 1 against number 2. And ESPN carrying it. So I tell you, but I keep telling you, NCAA women basketball on the rise. ESPN carrying that as a prime time game.
And with that being said, you know what, Pearly watching tomorrow night. That does it for us, man. We're going to get to the break. Flip side of the break, Colin Cowherd taking us home. Good stuff, everybody who called in. And we'll do it again tomorrow, man. For Pearly, this your boy Naughty. And Mr. Producer, you all have a good one, Bahamas. Be good. And if you can't be good at it.
Ciao.
Struggling to repay your loan? Let us help you get back on track with payment terms that suits your financial situation and improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Inquire about our restructured loans today. Call us at 356-7764.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are now inviting passengers on board for the new JetBlue CIBC First Caribbean credit card. Earn up to 30,000 bonus TrueBlue points with your first transaction and earn on everyday purchases. Plus, get up to 10,000 anniversary bonus points every year after. Please fasten your seatbelts and prepare for takeoff. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/JetBlue for more information on where Blue can take you.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope. creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Foreign Currency brings you the African Giant, live in concert, Burna Boy. Burna Boy performing live. Saturday, February 17th, taking place at Clifford Park. Also performing Rich Homie Quan, 38 Afri, Tro Capone, Civelli, and more. Spinning 2024. Get tickets now. This one is a must that you're there.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Serviceable, good young guy, tough kid. But you got to go, I would go offensive tackle, first round, wide receiver, second round. You can probably get a running back, because Tony Pollard's a 2, maybe a 3. But right now, Goff has better weapons. Purdy's got better weapons. Jordan Love's got better weapons. Jalen Hurts has better weapons. Matt Stafford has better weapons. Seattle's got better weapons. They don't have the quarterback. You can argue if CeeDee Lamb twists an ankle, Dallas has some of the worst weapons. I mean, Baker Mayfield, Godwin and Mike Evans has better weapons. So, I mean, Dak has worked the Cowboys. You got to give him credit. Can't trade him. Can't tag him. So go get him help. Get the most you can get. If you have a car and you can't, you have a house and you put it on the block and can't sell it. Well, then you better upgrade it and make it a quality life. Spend some money on it, and it's where you're going to live. And where you're going to live in Dallas is with Dak. So help him out. Go get him pieces. Stop worrying about, you got your edge rusher. You got a corner you like. You got DeMarcus Lawrence. Go get him weapons. I'd go tackle, receiver, couple picks later, running back, get another tight end. Dallas's weapons are not very good outside of CeeDee Lamb. They're just not. Purdy's are great. Goff's are excellent. Stafford, Jalen Hurts, start looking up and down. Seattle's got good weapons. Arizona's going to end up with Marvin Harrison Jr. with that running back Connor, and they have a young tight end they like. So Arizona's going to have better weapons. Got to help Dak out. You're not moving off him. He's got too good of representatives. You can't move him. With that, James Jones, Super Bowl champ. I know the Packers lost, but he's got to be feeling good about that. And as a Raider broadcaster, what a day for you. My buddy Tom Telesco is your GM. I was talking to Tom last night. He's all jacked up. Yeah. He asked, we were talking, I said, do you know Antonio Pierce? He says, I don't. And I said, I find him incredibly agreeable, gets along with people, all about winning, will live at the facility.
No doubt.
That's my interpretation of what Antonio Pierce is.
Absolutely. And when we say players coach, he's truly a players coach. And in the National Football League, it's really, 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 really hard to find coaches that keep it real with you.
Well, he was a grinder as a player.
Absolutely.
And that's what he is as a coach.
So now you have a guy coming in there, and we don't care if you're a superstar or not. This is how it is, all right? This is how it's going to be. I don't need no complaining about the ball. I don't need no complaining about playing time. I don't need no complaining about, what position you playing on defense. This is how it's going to go, and I'm going to keep it real with you, make plays. But Antonio Pierce as a Raiders coach, man, I mean, this is truly what the Raiders needed. I mean, the way he has that locker room, just talking to a lot of the players around that play for the Raiders, man, the way he has that locker room, the way these dudes believe.
They played well down the stretch.
Even this season, they feel like it just happened a little too late. If Antonio Pierce got a hold of this thing a little bit earlier, they think it would have been a different outcome.
So I got to ask you, Harbaugh to the Chargers is being discussed. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he keeps it real, but he keeps it winning.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Now, does it matter that he has won everywhere and he's going to be demanding?
Yeah.
How much value does it matter that the coach walks in having just won a natty?
Yeah.
Do the players you take a step back? Does that matter to players?
Absolutely, right? You got a guy like Jim Harbaugh stepping into this building, and as a player, everywhere he has been, he has won.
Immediately.
The National Football League, college football, high school football, it does not matter. Wherever he's been, whatever the roster may look like, he has won. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, all those dudes, Austin Eckler in that Chargers locker room, they should be extremely excited. And Justin Herbert, with him walking in the building, he should have went out to dinner last night and he should have celebrated, because I seen Jim Harbaugh turn Colin Kaepernick into a really good player. I seen him turn Alex Smith into a really good player. And we all know.
Hey, Alex Smith, people thought was a bust.
No question, until he got in that building. And we all know they both do not have what Justin Herbert has. We can say whatever we want about Justin Herbert not winning, 2-minute drill. He is that guy.
Yeah.
And if you get a dude like Jim Harbaugh in that building, and a lot of people want to say, do you believe in Herbert? I believe in him because he has won everywhere he has went. And I believe if he gets this job, the Chargers are going to win here too.
So, it's J-Mac struggling with this. I said, if you look at the numbers of San Francisco when Debo plays, since he arrived, first game, and when he doesn't, they're a field goal less. And we tend to think nobody's worth a field goal. All the data points to, no, this guy is.
Yeah.
And I think there's two things to think about with Debo. Lamar Jackson can lose a star. Mahomes can lose Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy losing a star is a different ball game.
Way different.
Way different. You were with Aaron Favre. They're overcomers.
No question.
And so, to me, I don't know if they can beat Detroit without Debo. I think Debo, now Debo's not a classic receiver.
Yeah.
He's kind of tight end meets back meets. How do you view him and his value?
Debo is a playmaker, right? And it's crazy because before he got hurt, I'm watching that game, and right when he touched it, I'm like, tackle, because I know Debo, the first person's not bringing him down, the second person's not bringing him down. Debo is the ultimate playmaker. If it's anybody in the National Football League that you don't want to see with the football coming downhill, including running backs, receivers, tight ends, it's Debo Samuel. And when you're a quarterback and you have Debo Samuel and the way Kyle Shanahan uses him, it's so easy on a quarterback. Debo is catching these balls 2-3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We talked about this.
And turning them into 20 yards.
He's the ultimate out.
Yes.
You're having a bad day. You can't grip the football.
No
Just
question.
Get it out to Debo.
Just get it out of your hands to Debo, and he is going to make you right. And then you're going to be looking up there, and it's going to be 3rd and 2, and Kyle Shanahan got 32 plays he can call on 3rd and 2, and it's way easier on Brock Purdy. So when he's not out there, then you're like, okay, I cannot just check this ball down because you're not going to make everybody miss like Debo Samuels is. And then that's a mindset thing as a quarterback to where I got to take some of these chances down the field because I don't have Debo Samuels in there. And that is why I truly believe Brock Purdy struggles with him out, because you cannot rely on that anymore. Now you got to take some of these shots down the football field.
So it's interesting with Jordan Love. I feel he's much more Favre than Aaron. Aaron I always viewed as more of a precision quarterback. Favre's a little bit of a playmaker, and I think Jordan falls into that. So Jordan kind of got beat. I defended him, although I'm in the minority, on that last interception. And my take is, okay, I saw Favre do that 15 times.
Yeah, you and me both.
Okay? So you can't ask Josh Allen, Mahomes, the late Kobe Bryant. You're going to take some bad shots.
No doubt.
You can't ask these playmakers.
Yeah.
I mean, Debo's going to fumble sometimes because he initiates so much contact. I thought Love was great.
Yep.
I thought for the moment, the weather, the last pick didn't bother me. Although there's an argument that you're supposed to let's just get all 4 plays out.
No question.
As a Packer guy, how is it being discussed in Packer circles? How do you view that pick and the game?
Well, number one, as I was watching the game after it was over, I truly took it as that's a young player trying to be the hero, right? You got the Niners on the ropes. You've been playing well all game long. The ball is in your hands to go to the NFC Championship. And all year long, we have seen the arm talent that this young fella has. He's made a couple of those throws this season.
More than a couple.
So for him, it's like, boom, I've seen this before. I made this play week 4. You know what I mean? Boom, I'm gonna do this again. You never do that. But as a young player, I truly feel in that moment Jordan Love was trying to be the hero, had the ball in his hands, and he made a bad throw. And it got him here. But through that game, he made a lot of really good throws. And he outplayed Brock Purdy all game long. So, Jordan Love is going to be all right. Everybody keeps saying the future's bright in Green Bay, which I absolutely hate because I'm like, we had them boys and we should have won that game because when we lost – or when we won in 2010, the Super Bowl, everybody said the future's bright. And I would be sitting here right now and I would tell you we're going back to 10 of these things and we have never seen one. So I hate when they say the future's bright because it is hard to get back to where the Packers just were.
If you just take out just 2 players in the last 30 years, take out Mahomes and take out Brady, arguably the 2 best quarterbacks we've ever seen. If you take them out, every single run is shorter than you think.
No question.
Everyone. We thought the Seahawks, we thought that thing was going to last a decade.
No
They're
question.
the best players by far.
Yep.
Then Harbaugh arrives. Doesn't work.
Yep.
We thought Harbaugh was going to last forever. Battled with the front office. We thought the Ravens, Lamar. All of a sudden, Lamar starts getting hurt.
Yeah.
Buffalo's never gotten there. Burrow hurt again.
It's
just
hard.
take out Brady and Mahomes.
It's hard.
81 yards and a touchdown from Brock Purdy in a win against the Packers. Kittle not trying to hear the pessimism around Brock, who is headed back to the NFC Championship, telling McAfee Brock is fantastic and he's consistent every single day. Second-year player and second time in the NFC Championship. That's what everybody does in their first 2 years, right? Greg Jennings joins us, looking
him
wonderful.
and Mark Sanchez, that's it.
Okay, he's on the squad.
Sanchez
never had these numbers.
Okay. All right.
He didn't.
What can Purdy prove with a win?
Sadly, Wilds, to the naysayers, the haters, nothing. I don't think there's anything he can do because San Francisco is supposed to win. San Francisco is at home. Even if Debo is out, people still won't be impressed. The naysayers, at least. If you're not impressed by him going 3-0 in the playoffs, the game against Philly, he got hurt early. So I'll say 3-0 in games he started and finished in the playoffs.
That's as real as
in
his third team
years,
All-Pro.
In 2 years, 3-1.
Okay,
in 2 years, he has already won more playoff games than some people's MVP this season. Dak Prescott has done in 8 seasons.
Lamar, too.
I'm talking about Dak Prescott in 8 seasons. And he's equaled Lamar. Because he's already won more playoff games.
And he's won more playoff games than Lamar.
Fine. Then that too should impress you. All right? If throwing for 300 plus and 3 TDs in your first playoff game ever doesn't impress you, I don't know what will. If going 8 touchdowns, no picks against Dallas and Philadelphia this year doesn't impress you, I don't know what will. I've contradicted myself. All right? I think, Nick, and you're in that camp too. I think I have something that might impress you or might change your mind. If it is an absolute shootout and Purdy's playing well the whole game and obviously Goff is playing well the whole game and the San Francisco can't stop him, but Detroit is leading late
and Purdy, who's played well the whole game, leads a game-winning comeback win, will that impress you? Will that prove
I told
anything?
you I wasn't. You're operating from the perspective that I was not impressed by his game-winning drive this week. I was impressed by the game-winning drive, but unfortunately, if I have an amazing dessert, but the 6 courses made me vomit a few times to the side of the table, I'm not going to say that was a great meal. I was impressed by the baked Alaska, but unfortunately,
there have been a lot. Were
the
you impressed
duck
by
made me sick.
Montana with the catch?
And so
I know you weren't born yet.
Bro, I understand that
because he had 3
but
interceptions and 4 fumbles. Three interceptions and a fumble before the catch.
No, but this is where
and he
at
wasn't
times,
Joe Montana yet.
You get mad at me because I think, much like with Jimmy Garoppolo, that you believe wait a moment, that you believe Brock Purdy's awesome. Because
I've never said that.
No, correct. You have never said that. But what you do is say he might be the MVP of the league. Yeah. And then just now you say, hey, here's where it reminded me of Joe Montana. So listen,